What's up, guys? It's Max.
It's Isaac.
And we are back for episode, what is this? 5? 5, wow. 5 episodes deep.
You didn't think it was possible.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, just kidding.
I thought it was possible. I think once we get past 10.
Yeah. I remember you saying 10 would be the...
Yeah.
You kind of wanted to see.
I gotta get something off my chest, bro. And it's crazy because it literally was something that just surfaced in my heart.
Just now? Today?
Like a couple days ago. And as soon as I put these shades on, I felt it even more. So guys, I am rocking the Gucci. Dude, these are beautiful, bro. The Gucci blue, 2 like colors of blue, glasses, shades. And for Isaac's birthday, I got him some Burberry shades. Fucking clean, bro. Had the Burberry on the side, and it had the like the Burberry colors, you know, the like the plaid, brown, red, white, and black. And I got him for his birthday. Do you care to tell the audience what happened? Just a quick, just tell them what happened.
Dude, I don't know. And I feel shitty about that. Trust me, bro. And I don't think I've actually told you deeply like how sorry I feel, but I don't know what happened to them, bro. I remember last time I wore them, I went to the gym and they have the outdoor area, so the sun comes out and it hits you. So I usually take shades. I took yours and the ones that you gave me.
Which is, I feel like that was your first bad move.
But I've never lost, like I've taken
No, but
my
I'm just
glasses.
saying, like, the Burberry, you don't rock. They weren't, of course you can rock them wherever you'd like, right?
Well, it's like saying you don't take the vet to the gym. You do. You do. You absolutely do, bro. That's where you meet a lot of people.
I just don't feel like they're the workout shades. Like, I don't take these to work out.
Is it the gym car? Or it's not?
But I feel like that's a little different.
Or it's not different. Anyways, I took them to the gym. And that day, around the same time, I noticed that things were stolen out of my bag. My workout bands. And that was the last time that I remember using them. And I just came to the conclusion that maybe someone stole them out of my bag. Because, yeah, you could clearly see Burberry on both sides. And they were nice shades. And I don't know what happened, bro. I think someone stole them. But yeah. I feel really sorry. Because I know I asked you, was it below 200 or above 200? And you were like, above 200. And I just feel shitty because they didn't even last me like 2 weeks. And I only wore them twice, I think. And I know it was like a, expensive gift. And I just lost them.
Yeah, I just felt like, I mean, just
no more gifts for me.
Just with something like that, it's. I just feel like you were careless, you know, and that's what hurts. Cause you're not like that.
Yeah.
You're not careless. You don't lose stuff. You don't get stuff stolen. So it did hurt. Just recently. Right away when you told me, I was just like, whatever, you know. It's like I got him the gift. Like,
yeah.
I did my part. I did my part. But then I was like, I don't know. That kind of did hurt.
Yeah, I was pretty sad about that, and I apologize.
It's all good. Heartbroken. I do have the shades, guys, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 lights going on. I don't know how you can do it. And you know what it is too, bro? And Peter told me this. Peter is a surfing instructor that operates his surfing business right besides our truck. And so I see him pretty often because he's out there and he's in the sun, right? In the ocean a lot. And he says that he always wears shades because over time, just so much exposure to sun, you develop sensitivity, you know, to so much sun. So, I mean, he sold me that idea, and this is just too many lights, especially this one, bro. It's too bright, bro.
Really?
It's just way too bright.
You don't think that you also, because you got the surgery as well?
I don't think so.
No.
But I just feel like this one is just in direct contact with you. But yeah, guys. So today we got a nice episode because we're gonna be talking about money and just several things. One of them. So I did a poll on my Instagram. Follow me on IG, guys. Millie Max 3 L's.
Millie. I give you that name, huh?
Isaacs claims he did.
Claims. Come on.
Are you not claiming it right now?
Well, yeah, but you make it sound like.
No, well, it's like Isaac claims. It's just a fact, bro.
Well.
But yeah, Isaac claims that he gave me that nickname. Anyways, I posted it in a poll and I said, do you guys want us to talk about how long it took us to make 100K and how we made that 100K, or how we flipped an investment and made 50K off that investment, which, correction, I think it was 40K. Fuck, dude, I'm gonna need my phone.
How come?
Because I have some messages and I have everything in there, bro.
From the dome.
Fuck, no, I need those. Or maybe I can just screenshot them and send them to you.
Yeah.
Okay, but first what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna call Isaac's cousin, aka Adrian, aka Veggie, aka the Crypto Whisperer. He has become the Crypto Whisperer. But the reason why I want to call him is because he has some pretty good. He saw us go through this journey. He saw me make my first crypto investment, which is how we ended up making that 40K, I believe. No, it was 50K, I think. I need to look at my messages. Do you know what it was?
40. I think
so. You were saying 40. I think it's 50 based on my messages. So he saw me make that first investment into Doge. Obviously you were there, but you're here. And then he was there. He was pretty much the one who put me on to make this big ass investment. So we're gonna give him a call and we're gonna ask him a couple of questions. So
Are you gonna FaceTime him or just give him a call?
Yeah, I'm gonna FaceTime him.
Yeah, and this investment was what, 2 years ago?
2021.
2021.
So it's like because it was late 2021, so it's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
A little bit less than a year and a half. Why isn't he answering?
Come on, Veggie.
Come on, Veggie. Wow, letting the people down.
Veggie.
No way.
How's it going, boys?
The Crypto Whisperer.
I said that first. How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. How are you?
Good. Hey, so we're recording the pod.
Yo.
Say
Great
what's
to be
up.
on. What's are you screen recording this right now?
Yeah, it's not live, but we're gonna post it on YouTube, chop it up, post it up.
Okay, can you hear me all right?
Yeah. It'll pick up, right?
Did you activate the microphone when you screen recorded?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it'll pick this up. I think this is what would be used best. But anyways, I'm sure we'll get it.
Perfect.
So I have a couple of questions for you, Veggie, and we just gave the intro to the episode and why we're having you on. But I pretty much said it. Veggie has been through the crypto run with us, and he saw it from the beginning. You saw it firsthand, and you put me on to CUMMIES, which is where we made most of our money in our investment, right?
Right.
So first question I got for you, Veggie, what was your reaction when I first invested in Dogecoin and you saw that go up? Because I remember you were just shocked, bro. Like, I just remember we would have those long ass conversations, bro, and you were just like, you couldn't believe it, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you explained it, pretty well, but it was just one of those moments. I have two moments like where like they're like just little bits of information that changed like my understanding of finances, and that was one of them. Where it's like, oh, and like I don't know, it was like January or February.
It was like February, I think.
And for some reason, I can remember the vibe. It was like either raining or cloudy, and you just like tell me, and I'm like, holy shit, like this is like a way to make money, like legitly.
Did you have like FOMO? Had you heard of Dogecoin before? Did I just bring it out of nowhere?
Because I was just in GameStop, and you were like in.
Yeah. You started hearing about the stocks, and I was like, fuck the stocks. Let me do crypto.
Yeah, why did you do crypto? I never asked.
Because we had already invested, remember previously, like me and Isaac invested in 2017.
Yeah,
we had done Bitcoin, Ethereum. So it was like, yeah, it just made sense to me because I was like, no, Sayi. I had seen a bull run already.
Right.
Okay, so that was just you were just like, oh, this is a different way to making money.
Right.
And that was pretty much it?
Yeah, and I mean, it was just like, because at first I thought it was a scam. Like, I think everyone, because I understand that, like, money in a sense is a scam because whoever controls it kind of controls the game. But once I understood that it was like decentralized and like eventually we could create our own cryptocurrency for our own personal, like become our own financial systems. I'm like, oh, this makes sense, and you can make money with it, obviously. But then like the hype died down, and so like I got off the train too.
You got off the train quick in that first little run. I remember that. I mean, I did too.
I got off pretty quick. And then in April when it blew back up, I'm like, no, Veggi might kill. But that was important. Like that was like you investing. Those $500 was like the most important out of everything.
Do you remember how much I flipped it?
Was it like 1,500, or didn't you get to 2,000 and then you didn't take out, and then you got?
Yeah. So I think it went up to like probably like 1,500, maybe $2,000, and then it came down, and I was like, fuck this, I want to make at least double, and I made so I made 500, so I sold at 1,000.
Right.
So then, when did you make your first investment?
Into crypto?
Into crypto, yeah. And what coin was it?
During that time, and when you flipped it, it was like at 7 cents. I bought like $100. Classic noob.
Classic like intro to crypto. Okay, so into Dogecoin?
Yeah.
Nice. And then after that, $100. Did you get in when? Because pretty much when it blew up after that was Elon, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was Elon, and then I sold my car, and I put in $12,000.
What?
No, like $8,000 and then $4,000.
Okay, now it's all coming back to me. Veggi, you had, how much money did you make, bro? And you did not sell. Well, you didn't make it, but.
It was 20, like at the very peak, 74 cents. It was 25,000.
Profit?
Oh my God,
like you went from 12 to 25?
12 and 25. Yeah.
So you made $12,000.
13,000.
13.
Wow, baby.
Dude, I remember this, bro.
And I think I took out like $1,000 for rent because I didn't have any money.
Wow. Dude. Okay, and so, because this was a historic moment in time, so we all knew that Elon was going to go on SNL and talk Doge, right? And everybody was waiting for this. And this is when you had your money in there, right?
Yeah.
So I remember this day clearly. I think you and Isaac came to Rib and you guys were working and I was at home. It was a Saturday, obviously. And I remember you guys came back. I had SNL ready to go, like I was ready, and you just came in so chill, bro. Like I didn't feel like you gave a fuck. Like I didn't feel like you guys were like really giving a fuck. You guys were obviously like kind of watching, but
Yeah.
I didn't get a feeling like, oh, he's gonna make a move, he's gonna sell, right?
Right.
Why not?
Because I didn't understand what you said, like about like sell the news or buy the news, sell the dates.
No, it was buy the rumor, sell the news.
Right.
Yeah, you buy the rumor, so you accumulate, and then once the news comes.
Yeah. So my emotions got, like, and I wanted more because I'm like, I want to do the 20.
He got greedy.
You got greedy, huh? You little greedy bastard.
Exactly. I mean, I for sure got greedy, but I'm like, what am I gonna do with $25,000? I mean, obviously, it's better than nothing. But
Yeah, but at that moment.
buy a car.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, so I remember when this happened. I don't know if you want to chime in at all, Isaac.
Go ahead. Just keep going.
You want me to continue? All right. So yeah, you do the 25 grand. It goes down. Bro, oh my God, bro. I have another moment that just came to my head. I remember there was a clear day. You and I had it the same fucking day, bro. But we just panicked, bro. Do you remember this day?
It's not.
Remember, I think Gio might have been here. Someone was here, and I remember you went out, and you went out with like Choyas, I think Gio, and I remember you just coming back, and you told me that while you guys were doing something, you just started getting very anxious.
I think I remember that.
You remember, right?
When he came back.
And you said you got anxious because it was one of the days where that shit just dropped.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't remember?
It might have been Victor.
I think it was probably Victor.
Because he was after.
I think it was Victor.
And okay, and.
But do you remember?
I was anxious. I'm anxious right now.
But I don't know. For me, I remember this day because it went down like a lot, and I remember I had a bad day.
Bro, I remember now.
Yeah?
It was like a really shitty day. Like,
It was bad.
It might have been a few, but I think I remember. Like, it was just.
Because we attached our emotions so much. Like, we were literally looking at this every fucking hour, bro. Every hour we would look at the price.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, it'll do that to you if you're too attached.
Okay, so then can you just briefly explain, because I don't want to make this too long, but can you briefly explain when you got introduced to CUMMIES and, you know, just talk about CUMMIES a little bit?
Yeah, so CumRocket, I got introduced. I first saw it when Elon Musk tweeted about it, and I thought it was. I didn't know it was a cryptocurrency, but I knew it was like a meme. And then I went to walk around our neighborhood, and this guy that lived like on the other side, on the other street, we talked about crypto, and he just said how like he had invested into the adult industry in crypto, and I'm like, oh
damn.
Wow, like that sounds interesting. And he talked more. He convinced me to like look into it, and then. This guy didn't know that Elon Musk has tweeted about it. He just got in because of the idea of the adult industry being big in crypto. And then when I go back and look, and I'm like, oh wow, this guy's talking about a cryptocurrency that Elon Musk tweeted. And that was like in June 4th. And since then, it's just kind of, it's just been since then I dove deep into understanding everything about crypto and the adult industry and how it could be the next big thing.
And then, so this was 2021, and around, which was the last bull run, it hit the peak, I think, December 12, like between December 10 and 13, I think was the peak.
Yeah.
And I remember, and CUMMIES peaked in late October. I think it was like October 27 to 31. I got the pictures. And no, actually, sorry. I think Bitcoin peaked November 10 to 13.
Yeah.
It was November.
Like November 2nd, I think. But yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So this is when it peaked. You had accumulated. How much did you invest in CumRocket before it peaked?
15,000.
15,000, bro. Okay. And do you remember like at that peak what it was?
It was like 33,000.
Now, you didn't learn your lesson the first time, Veggi.
I'm retarded.
Because I'm retarded.
It's true.
Why did you not sell again, Veggi? It was clear as day.
Because I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with 33,000? Like I just couldn't imagine what I could do with 33,000. So I got greedy for sure. Like that's,
So you were also thinking it's gonna do more? You thought it was gonna do more, Veggi?
yeah, because the marketplace was out. So I'm like,
Well, Veggie, my question is, bro, if you bank a milli on your phone, you see a milli on your phone from an investment, are you gonna think, what the heck am I gonna do with the milli?
that's what I'm gonna need like you guys to like.
Well, we were there when Cummies was at the peak.
Honestly, like with $1 million, I'd be like, well, I'll take out like 100,000 and leave 900 because 100,000 I can chill for the next bull run.
Yeah.
30,000, I can't. I mean, yeah, it's fucked. But that's why it's like I'm not going for $1 million. I'm going for like 50 million.
Jesus, bro. Yeah.
Might as well try.
Yeah, bro. I definitely feel
How
the.
much did you guys make? I forgot.
Yeah, so we're gonna obviously share this in the episode, but we made we're debating. I'm pretty sure we made 50, but it wasn't just Cummies. Do you remember I got in FLOKI?
Yeah.
So it was like between both, it was 50.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we'll share the details here soon.
I'm down.
But that's pretty much it, bro. I mean, the last bit I want you to share is just like what you think about the market now. So Veggi has been like, I think more into crypto recently than me and Isaac, just because the market has really gone down, and our attention just shifts where the money is, right? So it's like right now there's not much money being made there. But yeah, you just continue to be on it. I know you continue to message me. What's your main feeling as of right now towards crypto? What's the vibe?
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady down.
Got about a year and a half, 2 years. Obviously getting it in when the bull run starts, it's not smart because then your emotions get attached quick.
You don't have enough time to think and go with the pace, huh?
Right, yeah. Process it. You get a quick 10x. You're like, oh shit, like, I don't know what that must feel like, but if you're not prepared. Anyways, right now I feel like there's the builders, the people building,
Oh.
and then there's the lunatics like me.
Lunatics.
I mean, it's like, you guys like will partake in it a little, but it's just it's just crazy to be a part of like this revolution. I think like financial revolution.
That's how you see it. You see it as a financial revolution.
Yeah, it does seem it could be wrong, but yeah, anyone in right now is just like either building or just crazy, like thinking that they got the next big one, and so. But as far as like the entire market, it seems like things are gonna keep going south a little longer, and then like we talked about last time, the Federal Reserve is gonna step in and bail everyone out, and that's when we might see like hyperinflation. I don't know if you saw Jack Dorsey tweeted out like a year and a half, like hyperinflation is gonna change everything.
No, I didn't see that. Damn, bro. Well, it was nice to get the Crypto Whisperer on here.
I want to change my name to that.
Any last things you want to say to the pod?
To the pod? No, I guess. Let me talk to Isaac real quick.
Say goodbye.
What's up, bro?
It's good to see you, bro.
Likewise.
And I hope you guys have a good podcast. I miss you both.
Thank you, bro.
You guys are an inspiration.
Appreciate it.
People listening take the information that you guys give and use it wisely.
Thank you, bro. And I appreciate you staying on top of it and always sharing the nuggies with us.
Hell yeah, bro. For sure. Love you.
Love you too, Veggie.
Take care.
See you, bro.
Love you, Jesus.
Love you too, bro. Take care.
Oh, Veggie.
That's classic Veggie. Nothing new from Veggie. Obviously, for you guys, yes, but that's Veggie in a nutshell. He thinks crypto will be a financial revolution. Do you agree?
I agree.
You agree? I agree too.
I mean, it already is, but...
Right. So, I sent a message to my family that day that we flipped it. And I said, hola familia.
Classic Mexican text.
Les quiero contar una muy buena noticia que podremos platicar más mañana. El día de hoy pude convertir 45,000 en 90,000 usando criptomonedas. So I think it was 45K.
45.
I think it was 45K. And then we can post these screenshots now. But yeah, I'm looking at the screenshots here, guys, and it's crazy. So on October...
Wait, sorry. What was their response?
It's on my phone. I only took a response. Actually, they didn't respond. They just messaged. We just hopped in a call the next day, and then they just But it's crazy, bro. Like on October 30th, actually, so October 28th, because I don't have all this precise pictures, but yeah. So actually, October 28th, we had 54 grand. And again, we had already invested the money in. I think we made the full investment into CUMMIES. I think I have a picture here that shows October 19th, and it shows 19,000 into CUMMIES. Now, I don't know if we had already, I'm assuming that was when we had invested the 20 grand into CUMMIES. That was October 19th. But I'm not sure if maybe, I'm not sure if I don't know the dates we invested exactly and what amounts, if it had gone up or down.
It's so hard to track these things.
It is hard to track it. But then on October 27th, CUMMIES was now at 27 grand. So from 19 to 27. And then I think I made more investments into FLOKI on October 27th because I have screenshots of FLOKI. 10 grand invested, and by October 28th we had 18 grand in FLOKI, which I'm not sure if it was just 10 grand and that shit just jumped or what was going on there. But October 28th we had 18 grand in FLOKI and 35 in CUMMIES. So remember that we were at 19 grand for CUMMIES. By the 28th it was at 35 grand.
Jesus.
And FLOKI 18, right?
Yeah.
Now on October 30th, FLOKI was at 33 grand. So from that 18 to 33.
Almost doubled.
And CUMMIES was from that 35 went to 40.
Yeah.
October 31st, which is I think the day, because I remember I was like, bro, we ended the month like this. We're going into November with such great energy. Like, this is it. And October 31st was the day that we sold. Oh, fuck, I never stopped recording. Fuck. We got a long video in there now, boy. October 31st, the final count was 47,000 FLOKI. So from that pick that I had of 19, 47, and CUMMIES 44 of that initial 19 again. So again, we invested, I think, 40, which was 20. At least from what I can see, we put 20 in CUMMIES, FLOKI 20, and then that just shot up to 47 and 44, which if you add up is 91 from an initial 40, which is 50. But you know,
Yeah.
there was some numbers in there that,
Right.
Again, we were making so many investments beforehand, guys. Like there was so many movements. You know, we talked about, you know, how when I first got in with that 500, I mean, through that summer, I invested more personally. We then started investing together from our business, and there was just so much transferring of wealth. But this was like the biggest move because we made a lot of mistakes, you know, like because you're learning, and a lot of the transactions we ended up just breaking even in a lot of them from the investments that we made through the multiple runs. But I want to get your feedback on this October 31st day and what you felt, bro, because this was a very magical day for me. But how did you live this day?
I remember we
And
were
just
sitting.
maybe leading up to it.
Yeah, I remember sitting on the dining table in the kitchen, right? We were just kind of chatting there. I think we were talking to Veggi back and forth, telling him that we were thinking about selling, and we were just pacing around the living room, anxious as fuck, just thinking that at any moment it was gonna be our time to sell. But every time we, you know, selling or investment, it can just be so tricky. The timing and transferring everything and making sure everything goes right.
And then what your next move is too.
Yeah, and what your next move is. And I remember we had the laptop open with the chart and like the candles, right? And I remember it was just like up, 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 up. And we were like, when is this going to come down? But we were just thinking that it was, what's the word, imminent, that it was coming, that at some point this thing was going to drop.
Well, because what had happened was that they announced, again, just like when they announced in Dogecoin, hey, Elon Musk is going to come on and he's going to be on SNL. That's what we were talking about in that conversation, which was, that was the rumor, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how the saying goes. That was the rumor. So you buy the rumor.
Yeah.
And the rumor was he's going to be on SNL and talk Doge. So once that comes, you sell it. And that's pretty much what had happened in CUMMIES. And basically what had happened was they were developing their NFT marketplace. They were developing their NFT marketplace, and this was the day it was going to go live. And when I saw this, when I heard this, I was like, bro, it's literally going to happen. It's literally going to happen right here,
It's
right
going to
now.
build up until the date of the launch.
Yeah, and it's gonna dump, you know. And so I just saw it so clear in day. And I told Veggi, bro, like, hey, this is gonna happen, but that's what happened, guys.
Yeah, and we were just looking at the chart, and obviously leading up to this day, I was more hands off, you know, the entire process. I think I was just, you know, doing sweat equity and like most of these, you know, investments, because even going back to like the Doge and you investing and taking that role, I was working rib at that time, and just going out there and coming back, and then you telling me these things, and then telling me, hey, is it cool if I invest 7,500? You know, is it cool if I invest this much money? And me just talking to you, giving the green light and put it in. That sounded wrong. Put the money in, and and yeah, I was just more hands off, so I don't like have all the details, and I didn't share like all the emotions. But I just being on sort of on the sidelines, just seeing you grow in that area. And then by that time we were with Veggi and Choyas, and all of you guys kind of like mixed in, talking about it, seeing you guys so excited, seeing you guys so depressed. It was just kind of cool to see. But the CUMMIES situation, I just believe that you were learning from the mistakes, and we would talk with Veggi and we would talk amongst each other. And I just remember that day feeling pretty anxious myself, just because, again, that process is not easy. And when you deal with a lot of money, it's just inevitable to feel like that. And the moment that's so clear to me is that when we sold, obviously I felt just a rush of like dopamine in my body. Dude, and just thinking, what the heck just happened? And it's still like a very new concept that I'm so used to. And it's weird because you have your Chase accounts, your bank accounts, and it's just like a number, right, on your account, and you don't have it physically. But for some reason, when it comes to crypto, it just feels even more distant, like even more like not tangible. But it's kind of the same. I mean, it's just a number on your phone. But I remember being the same feeling that Veggi had, which was, holy crap, you really can make money doing this. And it's pretty wild how it works. But I was just like super happy for us. And it was kind of like the stepping stone to launch us even further.
Yep.
And just looking at the chart and seeing that red candle after we sold. Literally, I think that we cost, no joke, I literally think that we cost the downfall of CUMMIES.
We clearly did.
I
wish I had a picture.
And the thing is that on these charts, you can see the magnitude of a sell by the length of the candle.
Of the purchase or sell. Yeah.
Right. So I remember when you sold, this candle was pretty big, bro. It was a pretty big candle. And it did not recover, bro. It did not recover. Literally, you saw green, 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 red, green, green, green. And then we sell red, 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 red. And it just tanked, bro. It was a work of art, bro. It just felt like a work of art.
And I don't remember exactly the timing of this, but bro, I remember vividly, there was a guy, it was either like leading up to this, I think it was prior to me selling, but there was this other guy, bro, because when you're managing with crypto, you can see the wallets of people and you can see the activity. So when I'm looking at these charts, I can click on their wallet and it'll show me all the transactions that they're doing, right? And leading up to this moment, there was a guy who just dumped, bro. Because there was a lot of dumps, leading up to it. Yeah. And it would like recover and then it would dump. So it was a lot, right? But I remember this guy, bro, he just dumped his CUMMIES, bro. And I think that day, bro, he made like $250,000 or more, bro. And I was just like, yeah, bro, this guy's having a day.
Imagine making $250,000 in a day.
This guy's having a day. But yeah, bro, I was also, that day was, like you said, it was one of my most anxious days. Like, it was just one of those days where there's so much on the line that I'm double checking everything. I'm managing different cell phones, You
had 2 phones, right?
I had 2 phones, and I'm just wanting to make sure that I can execute, because it's so easy to make a mistake when you can't see clearly, like everything is just so vivid and bright and red and green, and there's so much emotion that it's hard to stay, and focus and make the right decision, right? And it was also hard because I was dealing with the money of the business, which, is your money as well. And I was taking the lead in this project and you were more on the sidelines just supporting me because, like you said, you were more focused on Rib at the moment. And I was spending a lot of time in crypto where you had not spent that time just yet. And then, so it was a bit hard because I feel like we talk a lot and, we make decisions together, big decisions like that.
Yeah.
So, but, you were always like, like you make the call ultimately.
Right.
But yeah, it was clear to me, this move. And yeah, bro, I remember when we sold, and the thing is we had just moved to Santa Monica.
Yeah.
So we had just moved to Santa Monica, and I was already on a high living in Santa Monica. And then this happened. It was just, and it was also leading up to my birthday because it was October 31st. So I was just on that same wave as you, where I just had that dopamine hit, and I just remember blasting Little Skies, bro. Blasting Little Skies after that move, and that's all. And after that, bro, I remember just wanting that feeling again, bro. And I never got it again.
Still hasn't happened.
Still hasn't happened, but I remember just obsessively wanting that feeling again of making that much money and just jamming to Little Skies and feeding the ego, and it just never happened, which is a little bit sad, but it's gonna happen. But but that was that day, bro. October 31st, 2020.
Yeah, and obviously I'm hoping that, I feel like we're starting to get there again. Obviously there's a reason why we're talking about it, because I feel like the energy is starting to flow back in. And obviously when things start to come up again, everyone's energy starts to go there. And Veggi has been great at just like keeping that momentum. I'm texting him almost like daily, every other day, about crypto, and I think that we will be able to make another move like that. And we have so much money in projects that I think will do well and show great potential. The way that they move with like a very small jump, it's pretty crazy. I mean, we just did I send you like the weekly reports of how much money.
Well, I would like to share how kind of that progressed, our moves after that. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
So October 31st, we sold that, right? And basically our move after that was, hey, let's transfer these earnings into buying Bitcoin. And so we bought Bitcoin. We bought 1.3. Let me see if it's on here. Pretty sure it should be. But we bought 1.3 Bitcoin. Yeah. And that was a huge move. How did you feel about that?
Being a Bitcoin holder feels different, man.
It's like owning a fucking Corvette, right? It's a flex.
Yeah, it's a big flex. I mean, back then, again, Veggi even says now, bro, you talk to someone about crypto and it almost feels embarrassing, right? But back then, owning a Bitcoin just felt like you're the guy, because everyone knew how expensive owning a Bitcoin was, right? So yeah, it was another monumental moment when we purchased 1.3.
We purchased, pretty much put again all those earnings into Bitcoin. And so pretty much what I have here was, again, I think we hit that peak of Bitcoin being worth 60. I think it went back to, I think that peak was 60 or 69. No, 60. 69. No, it was 69.
It went back up again?
Because we bought it like at 60. And so then and we bought almost at the peak because, but anyways, by November 27th, we had 95 grand. And this was like when it was coming down, But when it was coming down, guys, we weren't thinking it was going to come down. We thought this is going to go up. By December 1st, we decided to invest more. We decided to invest more, a lot more actually, because we were very confident that this was going to rise, right? So we decided to invest again in FLOKI. By now our portfolio was 110. So from that 95, it went up to 110. And then...
well, we were really thinking 100K Bitcoin, right? That was
we were thinking really...
the premise that plan B, 100K Bitcoin. And dude, I remember how much time we spent on analyzing stuff by this time, but look how long it took to get there, and looking at the charts, the dates, and we were certain that it was gonna go to 100K. And obviously what happens is if Bitcoin goes up, everything kind of goes up. So we were like, Bitcoin's gonna go up, let's put money into other investments that can
Yeah, this is a nugget, but basically what we learned was what will happen a lot is Bitcoin will be the first coin to pop. There will be maybe other coins that pop before Bitcoin for whatever reason, but Bitcoin always tends to be the leader in this because again it's the most safe one. A lot of these other coins, you just don't really know what's going to happen with them. So Bitcoin will move up, then Ethereum, and then pretty much everything else. So yeah, we had that thesis that hey, Bitcoin's gonna go to 100, and then after that, everything else will follow, right? So again, December 1st, bro, we had 110, bro. Was this a picture that you sent me?
Yeah, November something.
Let me see. I'm just gonna check our messages real quick. If you want to say a couple of things.
Yeah, we were very optimistic that we were going to have another crazy
Okay, you
run.
had a bigger number. I love it. You had a bigger number.
119, right?
You had 119, bro. I don't know when this photo was taken. I'm sure you have the date on here.
I think it's November or December.
Yeah. So he had 119. I think that was our peak, bro. I think that was our peak. But December 1st, it was 110. And then by January 5th, bro. Can you take a guess?
January 5th.
Just take a guess on
65?
65, close. 72.
Wow.
So pretty much lost 50.
In like a month and some days?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. By February 4th, how much did we have? 62. And that's, that's all the screenshots I have. Do you care to say what we have now?
I don't care.
Yeah, guys. So, I mean, a peak of 120, you can say.
But I do want to know, what's the lowest that you saw, bro?
I don't remember, bro.
You don't remember?
'Cause as it started going down, guys.
Pretty sure it was in the 20s. Like,
Was
I don't
it?
think I saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the versions on the sheets, and I'm updating them frequently, and I do remember seeing like those 20s, putting in 20s. But right now it's 42.
Wow. I remember seeing it at 20s.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much 80K lost. But you don't lose until you sell,
Yeah.
You don't lose until you sell. So we haven't lost anything. But we have gained 40 because we didn't have that 40.
Yeah. And
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
crazy
saying?
thing, that it feels, we talked about it briefly, but it does feel amazing how in a matter of 10 days we made.
So explain that.
Yeah,
What
so
happened?
we have this sheet where we basically put all of our finances to kind of get a bird's eye view of how we're doing. And obviously we have all of our bank accounts and crypto and all the accounts, right? And I do them I try to do them every week, right? And sometimes you do them. And just 10 days ago on the 10th, I did it again on the 20th. On the 10th, like the crypto, the account, the wallet was around 30,000, 30 something. And then in a matter of 10 days on the 20th, it jumped to like the 40, 42, 43.
42 where it's at now.
So in like 10 days, technically you could say you made,
Technically,
you know, 12K, which again, it's amazing because we have other things coming in and we're not too worried about, you know, our investments. But when it starts to pick up and you see that and you see your physical businesses also bringing in and it just compounds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. It's just.
It is a very nice feeling. And I saw that recently and I was like, wait, because you sent the screenshots, but I always look at the main number.
The Almighty?
No, I'm looking at the business.
Business?
Business. Just what we have in liquid.
Yeah.
What we have liquid. Which I guess this is liquid too, but anyways, yeah. And then I took a look at that crypto and how it jumped, and I was like, bro, what the hell? This really jumped.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm down, bro.
Yeah.
Because like you said, I mean, technically, you don't make that until you sell.
Yeah.
But you know, you are up that much, and it just feels nice.
Yeah, it's a good feeling to know that, okay, the energy is starting to flow back in. But I don't know about this mini run, how sustainable it is. But I do feel like in the grand scheme of things, we're again on the up trajectory, and we'll definitely be putting in more money. And now with, you know, I mean, summer is right around the corner, and as you know, summer is.
You got so excited, like,
yeah,
you just chilled.
Yeah, it's our the juicy season, and it really puts us on. So we'll definitely be putting more money into crypto and making other investments.
Yeah, because it's pretty much the way we see this, guys, is this thing really takes off every 4 years because of the Bitcoin happening, and so that's why we saw a run happen in 2017. Well, I think the first run was 2013, and that's when Bitcoin hit like I think $1,000, and then the next big run was 2017. That's when it hit like I think the 20K. You should post screenshots because I'm not 100% sure of these numbers, but it was 2013, 2017, and then it was at 20. It was a little bit weird because it happened in 2020 where there was a bull run just because of the situation that we were in, which was COVID. So everything dropped when COVID happened. But as soon as everybody saw those super cheap prices, they started buying. Obviously, the economy, like we opened up again, like, you know, we weren't closed forever. And then, you know, they started printing the money. And so everything just roared back up in 2020, I think late 2020. And then 2021, which again, 4 years later after 2017, that's when we saw that all-time high of 69 Bitcoin. 69 Bitcoin, I'm pretty sure. And so now you think again, like 2025 would be the next year, right? And we're in 2023. So we're halfway there, and it's kind of like at that point where you know, it's a good time frame to invest from now till 2024. And then, you know, if you get in, you know, 2025, you can make some money, but it's going to be, you just got to catch like the momentum, and you got to be, you know, that's what we were talking about with Veggi, which is if you get there when it's there, it's just, you got to know the decisions you got to make. And if it's your first time, you just don't know what decisions to make, and you have one shot, you know?
Yeah, that 2025, if it happens by that year, that's when all the first timers will get in, unaware of what to do, and they'll pretty much lift that because there's not enough demand now or leading up to 2025. And when you do get those first time investors like you and Veggi and our friend Choyas, when you guys invested into Doge, I think that's when that's like when you're approaching, you know, the peak. And for first timers, it's just like you're going to either lose your money, break even, or make very little money. But it's going to be exciting because we've just been making investments. Like every year we've not almost, because we also try to play it smart and have money to spare, but we've invested in so many baskets for our businesses, short-term investments, mid-term investments, long-term investments. And yeah, I think this year and next year is going to be great for us in terms of the investments that we've made. We'll finally be able to see the fruits of all that.
I think we still have, you know, we still got time, but I definitely, you know, investments never stop. You should always continue to invest in yourself. But these investments that we've been making, guys, you know, we invested in the Corvette. We invested back into our business. We invested a lot back into our businesses. Beachside, we were doing like a makeover. Rib, prior to Beachside, you know, we got a second truck. I don't know if, we've never mentioned that, right? But when Rib started, you know, we just had one truck. And I remember, dude, you remember buying that second truck?
Yeah.
Isaac flew out to Austin for the holidays, and we wanted to buy this truck before the end of the year. and I remember buying the truck and getting the cash and everything. And so, you know, that was another investment that's paid off really well, because now we have 2 trucks. So when something happens to one of the trucks, you know, we got a backup. There's just been so many investments that we've made, which, yeah, like you said, you don't see the payoff right away, but you know,
Yeah.
but you see them at some point. And once they all kind of just like collectively get to their peak, it's just like top euphoria.
Yeah. That was a good talk. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. See you next week.
See you guys.
Peace.